Welcome guys to the Balkans Weapon Mod, and I've reviewed this mod quite a few times now, but of course it has some new implementations. Now this is one of the first videos that I have ever been on a horse to do the introduction, and let me get off my delicious looking horse. There we go. We should actually we already saddled him up, but we should actually tether him up to a fence post so he doesn't run away, but you stay put there. I need to name him. I don't know what to name my horses. I don't know, that's a whole new genre. But this is the Balkans Weapon Mod, and it has a lot of interesting weapons. Now, the first one being a diamond spear. Now, all these things are going to be diamond weapons. Now, of course, they have the equivalent all the way down from wood to all the way up to diamond. So, in between, we have stone and iron and gold. And there we go. That's pretty much what a spear does. You can throw it and pick it back up. And voila, that's pretty much it. Now, it varies the amount of damage that it does depending on what tools you use. So for example, the diamond one would do the most damage and then progressively decrease because you're using worse items to create the weapon. Now, of course, the rain has to wreck the video, but let's move on to the Halberd. Now, this is a diamond halberd, and you can just whack him like this, or you can whack him like that. There's pretty much no difference between on your whacking abilities, although one is more, you can actually reach further, but have a less of a hit, while if you use the closer one, you have more of a hit, but you have to attack closer. So hopefully that sort of fixes that query up for you guys there. Now, the next one is the battle axe. Now, the battle axe, as you can see, is pretty lethal. Now, I'm hitting these dummies, which are a part of this mod. Now, it doesn't really justify how much damage these guys do, but this battle axe, I should actually go spawn some biggies to show you guys how much damage it does. So here we go, and there we go, the battle axe. So 2 hits, somewhat like a diamond sword, but nevertheless, let's go use the Warhammer now. Now, the Warhammer actually has different functionalities. As you can see, it has a knockback effect, so you can see the pig sort of jumped up into the air, and you know what I mean. It has a little bit of a extra oomph and a little bit of a customizability, mobility, something along the lines of that separates the battle axe with the Warhammer. Now, the next one is a knife. Now, the crafting recipe for the knife is a lot easier. It's actually just a stick and a 1 diamond, so technically it's as strong as, it should be as strong as a shovel, but it's not. It's a little bit stronger than a shovel, but a little bit weaker than a sword, so it's kind of interesting here. Now, this one is a pretty interesting weapon. I've never seen it before. This is one of the new implementations since I last reviewed this mod, is a diamond flail. Now, what you can do is, it's basically a mace, I think. Let me pause and Google what a flail is. And I did a little bit of research on the flail, and it is a Eastern European middle-aged weapon, and you can see this weapon being used by all sorts of middle-aged people that don't really exist now. They're probably being slayed by the flail, but as you can see, it sort of has the same fishing fishing rod mechanics to it. It's sort of like this big ball of metal is with spikes on it, just walking around with you in Minecraft. Let's see how it looks like in okay. Oh yeah, eat that. Alright, let's go try and spawn a pig and walk with my flail deployed and try and hit the pig. Will it hit the pig? Good on you. This is like some walking spike trap. So if you just walk with it and something along the lines you hit, it doesn't like you, it dies. That is a pretty cool technique. I wish you could actually knock over and break blocks. That'll be pretty cool as well. It'll be a destructible flail. Now, the next one we're moving on is a boomerang, something that is close to home to me in Australia, and basically you throw it like this. The longer you hold it, the further it goes, and let's see how far we can throw it. We're holding it down for quite some time now, and it should technically spin right back to me. Now, in original how to throw a boomerang, I do not know how to throw a boomerang, but I know how a boomerang works, and it should come back to you in an arc. So what this boomerang does is sort of unrealistically stops and then flies back to you. It should come back in an arc, which is a little bit unrealistic, but it is Minecraft, so I guess we have to give it a little bit of a break. Now let's go use the boomerang, the Diamond Boomerang on this delicious pig and see how badly we can injure it. Now once walking with the sort of drawing back of the, oh, we failed that boomerang, it actually is slowed us down, so you can actually, it's somewhat like throwing a bow or running with a bow. It's not very effective, and God, I suck at throwing boomerangs. I want to kill this goddamn pig. Die. It just keeps on... Alright, so the boomerang, as you can see, is not an effective weapon if you're mildly intellectually disabled like me that can't throw a boomerang in Minecraft. We'll move on to the musket, and the musket is already loaded by the sounds of it, and let's fire. Okay. Oh, God, that was just really cringe and noob, and just really awful in general, but I didn't have any bullets, that's why I kept on hearing the clicky sound, and that's the sound that also happens once your gun is loaded. And I did this all in creative mode when I was just preparing for this mod, and that's what happened. I was under the impression that I was in creative mode and I didn't need any musket balls, but here is a katana, a Japanese ninja weapon, or a Japanese sword that's predominantly found in Japan, and is very effective, somewhat like a delicious diamond sword. So, now let's go and get ourselves, clear our inventory, and get ourselves a musket and a diamond bayonet. Now, the way you do this is you get a, let me see, where are you? We need a plain musket, and you just attack one of the, attach one of these diamond knives to have a musket with a bayonet, and they simply use a musket round, and it actually is kind of time consuming, just like they were, so it's sort of, not OP, but sort of nerfs the actual, power, and as you can see, we do have a knockback effect, once we use it, and it's loaded now. We can also jab it, you can see with the diamond utensil on the front of the gun, or the musket I should say, which is the bayonet. Place another piggy down, poke him with musket, and let's go shoot him for a long ranged oh, there we go. That was one way to kill a pig, and probably not the safest way to kill a pig. Oh, well, I don't know. What is the safest way to kill a pig? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me in the comments. What is the safest way to kill a pig? Alright, now let's move on to the explosives and the throwables and the miscellaneous items. Now, for the coolest addition to this mod that I've seen since the last time I reviewed this mod is the cannon. So what you need to do is you need to load the cannon with a cannonball. Once you've loaded the cannon, you need to have gunpowder also in your inventory, and press the jump key to fire it. So we're going to fire at that tree, and there we go. We have literally just blown up a tree in Minecraft. So you press left shift to get off or dismount the cannon, and to remount or sort of ignite, reload the cannon, you just right click with the cannonball once you're dismounted, and then go back on and fire at will. There we go. Pretty fun, pretty jiffy spiffy. Alright, so the next one is the Blunderbuss, which is basically a shotgun of pellets, a peppermint of bullets, a destruction of things that don't include dummies, because dummies are resistant to absolutely everything and they will never die. They just sit there and take your abuse. And here we have the demonstrational placement of a training dummy. So ready? Take a look at this. All you need to do is right click it. Now all the crafting recipes can be found on the forum thread, or linked in the description below, because if I went through all the sort of all the recipes, I'd be here till, realistically, till, I'll say 12 o'clock, but I'm still stuttering on and making this video very fun for me to record, just talking and rambling on. But let's go, this is a challenge, let's go try and hit this bat with this blow dart. Oh god, this is gonna be a hard task. Alright, here we go. It's loaded, and you can hear me sucking in the air, and fire. Okay, let's go reload with 64 more bullets. Alright, I'll try this one more time, and if I don't, I'll stop, alright? Because I don't want to... Okay, oh, one more time. I want to kill this bat. Oh, did you see that? I got the bat. Alright. Now, this mod already deserves a 10 out of 10 Fruit Loops, because I got the bat. Where did it go? Did it die? I don't think it died. I think it's that one over there. I think he went all crazy and he's hitting into the tree. No, you're alive, buddy? Yeah, you bastard. Bastard. And for the people that are wondering, I'm using the Faithful texture pack. I sort of really want to rejuvenate my love for Minecraft and sort of give it a nice sort of facelift. And it certainly has. I've used the texture pack before in past videos, but I stopped doing it, and now I'm back into doing it, and it looks wonderful. So, oh, one thing I was about to say, we've covered everything, but we need to cover the crossbow. Now, the crossbow is kind of like a bow and arrow, but a little bit more sort of impact and sort of time restrictive or time sort of consuming. So what we've loaded actually the sort of crossbow, and you can see we're shooting it like a normal bow, which I don't particularly like. I wish it was sort of like horizontal, not vertical, and you can see we've loaded it, and we draw it back now, and we've fully drawn it back, and we can hit it, and bam. Now, the only sort of compensation you get, of course, with the crossbow is that you basically kill anything in your path that is remotely. Oh, don't you dare say I'm in easy mode. I'll just spawn it. I'll spawn a iron golem. We need the better spawn eggs mod. Alright, fine. We'll spawn a pig. Alright, there we go. And we'll reload the crossbow and draw it back and fire at will, and the pig dies instantaneously. And trust me, the damage output on the crossbow is gigantic. Use these crossbow bolts made out of iron, and they do pack a punch. You try and get a crossbow bolt shoved into you, you will want to die. It will hurt. All right, I'm telling you. Hey, put that back. Nope. Hey, put that back. And an interesting feature that I also found. I love how I try and sound myself, try to sound really professional when I find a really new feature. When I'm reviewing a mod, I like to add up. Look, I found this new feature, and you can just right-click them, and they sort of pop off, and you can replace the test dummies out, and take your test dummies on a nice little trip. You can take them into the arena, throw them up in a tree. You can do basically anything with it, and you can also pop off this cannon. There we go, pop it off, and you can take it, and it is mountable, so you can see that we can mount it on this block. And you can make a really nice pirate ship, or even a sort of fort, a sort of like Nelson Fort Jackson, I think in Sydney it's called. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but they have one of those forts with cannons on it, and if any intruders do come into Sydney, they will get fired from the fort. And I will personally be there. Alright, I'm dragging this on too long. Alright, I know you guys want to finish it off. Alright, and last but not least, we have dynamite. I know I haven't covered these poison things, but the poison darts, I should say. They offer poison, and one offers hunger and slowness, and basically all these different potion effects, and this one is a potion or poison level 1. You basically throw a stick of dynamite, it does a cool loop-de-loop, and it explodes somewhat similar like TNT, but with a smaller blast radius. So this pretty much covers the entire Balkans Weapon Mod. Hopefully you have enjoyed this extensive review. And this has been iPodmail, having a fun video today. It's a fun Friday day, I should say. I should really finish off this episode. But I rate this mod a 10 out of 10 Fruit Loops. It's a really amazing mod. I've loved it all my time in I've spent today playing this mod. I have thoroughly enjoyed it, shooting at test dummies. Look at the horse. Look at my horse. Alright, what you guys need to tell me, if you've stayed this far, please do tell me what I should name my horse. I really want to have a sort of a secondary character, so to speak, a sort of token on my channel, somewhat of a horse that in that nature. I would really love to have a sort of trademark horse where I can call him his name, and it will be sort of part of my channel, having a nice little horse to spectate my videos. He won't play a major role, but he'll be seen throughout the videos in the background, scrummaging on leaves, grass, and all sorts of crazy stuff like that. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to go back and watch the footy. It's currently half time, and the Bulldogs are smashing the Parramatta Eels. I'm not quite sure if who's following that. I'm not following any NRL teams, if you're wondering. I don't follow any AFL. I don't follow any sports teams. I just like watching it. And of course, I'm rambling on, but I'm sure that one person or two people like me rambling on about this, just having a nice fluent conversation, just like we were on Skype. We were best pals on Skype, and we're just having a nice friendly chat. Except I don't get any responses. I'm sort of just talking to myself into a microphone. But yes. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a nice day.